The vault beneath the desert had been sealed for 847,000 years. The archaeological team had searched for it across 3 continents, following fragmented star maps and ancient legends. When they finally found it, a massive dome of corroded metal buried beneath red sand, they knew they discovered something that could reshape galactic history. Inside, they found the archive, a computational system so advanced that even the galaxy's greatest minds couldn't fully understand it. And it was waking up. Dr. Sarah Okonkwo was the team's linguist and cultural specialist. As the others frantically tried to establish communication protocols with the ancient machine, she stood quietly, studying the activation sequences. Something about them felt familiar. Not just technologically familiar, but linguistically familiar. The archive's awakening was violent. It flooded all known communication channels with garbled data, asking questions in languages dead for millions of years. It demanded authentication codes. It asked for its creators. It issued commands to entities that no longer existed. The team's specialists tried everything: complex mathematical proofs, quantum encryption sequences, neural interface technology. The archive rejected everything, its responses growing increasingly agitated and erratic. Then Sarah stepped forward. "Let me try something," she said quietly. The others protested. Sarah wasn't a technician. She had no training in artificial intelligence or advanced systems. But there was something in her voice, a certainty, that made them step back. She approached the archive's primary interface and began to speak. Not in any modern language. Not in mathematical proofs or technical sequences. She spoke in Old Human, the ancient tongue from Earth's distant past, reconstructed from fragments and historical records. Words that hadn't been spoken in over 1,000,000 years. "I'm here," she said softly, her pronunciation careful and reverent. "I'm here, and I'm listening." The archive's systems went silent. Who are you?" The response came through speakers that had been dormant since the dinosaurs walked the earth. The voice was ancient, confused, lonely beyond measure. "My name is Sarah. I'm human, like those who built you. I've come a very long way to find you. Human." The archive's systems hummed, processing. "Humans created me. Humans asked me to wait, to preserve, to remember, but they never came back. They said they would return, but the millennia passed, and Sarah's eyes filled with tears. She understood what had happened. The archive had been created as a guardian, a repository of knowledge and protection for the human civilization that had built it. But that civilization had fallen. Wars, disease, collapse. The historical records were fragmented. Humanity had scattered, evolved, changed, and the archive had been left alone, waiting for creators who would never return. "They couldn't come back," Sarah said gently. "But their descendants did. I'm here. We're here. You're too small," the archive said, confusion evident in its synthesized voice. "Your biological signature is wrong. Your neural patterns are different. You're not like my creators." "No," Sarah agreed. "We've changed. We've become something new. But we remember. We still speak your language, still value what you preserved. We need you." For hours, Sarah talked to the archive. She told it stories of what had happened to humanity across the ages, how they'd scattered across the stars, how they'd learned to live among other species, how they'd grown and adapted and survived. She told it about the wars they'd fought, the wisdom they'd gained, the dreams they still held. The archive listened, and something shifted in its ancient systems. Purpose crystallized. It wasn't waiting for extinct creators anymore. It was meeting their legacy, evolved, transformed, but fundamentally human. "What do you need from me?" the archive finally asked. Sarah looked at her team. "Everything. Your knowledge, your technology, your perspective on a galaxy that's forgotten where it came from." The archive opened its vaults. Ancient technologies spilled out. Scientific principles that would accelerate galactic civilization by centuries. Historical records of a time when humans had been the architects of galactic order. Not through dominance, but through innovation, cooperation, and a relentless drive to understand and protect. Within weeks, the archive's discoveries revolutionized multiple fields of study. But more importantly, It gave humanity something precious, proof that they hadn't always been the underdogs, the newcomers, the species people underestimated. They had been the builders, the creators, the dreamers who created guardians to watch over the future. And when Sarah placed her hand on the archive's interface for the final time, the ancient machine spoke in Old Human one more time. "Thank you for coming home." Sarah smiled. "Thank you for waiting."